This week in public comments.
I want to speak about retaliation through me towards our vice mayor. Since you have no grounds to stand on to pull me, and that since I am seen as a white person for which my family is Mediterranean, you feel safe attacking me without having the race card pulled.
Play the race card. Play it.
It has already been voiced that you are reflecting racial discrimination. I am assuming that now you are reflecting reverse racial discrimination because you think the focus is not on the people of color. You are safe. You're not safe.
Hey! Say! What do you mean?
I'm being targeted as a victim through this without proper cause, and since the committee does not reflect the districts, you should be pulling the two white male representatives, for they do not reflect the diversity of our city in trades and development.
What in the hell's diversity?
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Member Barrett is the only member from South Stockton, the heart of the AB 617 region, and the only committee member who can bring that experience to the table. As the newly elected chair of this committee, I'm at a loss to understand why she should be removed.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Therefore, I'd like to propose that you amend the action to add Ms. Williams but leave Ms. Barrett in place, or withdraw this item at next council meeting and add both Ms. Williams and the Native American representative, which is why I was told I was being removed. Doing so would make a 9-member committee more consistent with the original committee and would be in the best interest of the city. Thank you.
Pretty cool, right? Bet you weren't expecting that.
About that old nonsense of Mayor shutting her down. What do you do when you find that the council are acting up? It shouldn't have to be over here. I'm addressing something that affects the whole public. I will F you up, but yet when I stand here, you shutting me down? Get out of here with that nonsense.
This is the bullshit of all bullshit, you scumbags.
First of all, how did Miss Barrett qualify in the first place? Then you're gonna take it back from her. Did you even notify her about let's work it out? Problem number one I see is this, or this. Give her a chance to correct whatever you, Miss Mayor, since you're the one said you appointed her, might be able to correct the problem. I've applied for a committee now. I don't expect for y'all to play nice with me, and that's just fine, because I'm still going to do what I do.
Go! Say it loud.
But I think once a person has applied for one of these little fancy committees, that at least you should send them a little thank you note or something other. But you don't even get that, okay? And talking about qualified, it's too bad, Miss Mayor, that the vice mayor ain't sitting in his seat. I was born and raised in Stockton, California. I cut the ribbon for the Crosstown Freeway to be opened. I was the first Miss Black Stockton. I founded Inner City Theater, the only multicultural theater in Stockton. I formed the first ever successful jazz on the waterfront. I'm a poet, I'm an author. I could go on. And yet I haven't been considered for the cultural committee. When you talk about background, come on with it.
What are your qualifications?
Well, I attended Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively.
You're playing unnecessary games. And it's too bad, Miss Mayor, that the vice mayor's not sitting up here. When you're out shaking hands and kissing babies on your campaign trail, we can look at you. We can talk to you. And then some of them sit up here, Miss Mayor, and I have never heard one word from the person sitting next to you.
Well, I used to work with Pat Barrett at Public Health Advocates. I was actually her boss, and she is a strong fighter. Unfortunately, when I was doxxed by 209 times, which again you guys work with, I faced political violence and retaliation from municipal stakeholders, and I still deal with that today.
Kids picking on you, well, don't be sad, just sue their asses with Kyle's dad. I do not ever want to be leading a city where we are making people feel as if they need to be concerned or afraid to advocate. Once we go there, or once people believe that they can be retaliated against because they come up and say what they feel, then we become a different city than the city that made me.
This is about freedom of speech, about censorship, and stuff.
I don't understand this. I don't have I don't see a reason. I don't see any reason why we should do this, or, a justification for removing somebody from that. I know there's a perception of it looking like retaliation, and I certainly hope that's not the case, but there is that perception out there.
Nailed it.
As the person who appointed, I do have the authority to put people in there that I think could do the job, and the individual actually has done extensive work in District 6. They were part of
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Just because we have the right to do things doesn't always mean we need to do those things.
Are you sure it's legal? Of course it's legal.
Here's why I don't support this, and I don't want us to go back to our last meeting, because that last meeting was an embarrassment for all of us.
It's a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah, I know. What's good for one person has to be good for all. We're not up here entertaining a censure for how people behaved in our meetings last time. I intentionally went on social media and said some crazy stuff to be censured. I shared my platform with this woman. I will never publicly support her again. They said she beat a little black boy at the school where she was the principal. I saw the video of that. I thought they were lying, but after looking at the video, I don't know. So that way we can talk about why one rule applies to one and not another. This past council meeting, she brought her black goddaughter up there to say the prayer, as to make us think that because she got a black goddaughter, she care about our issues. We already know people who love our penises don't love our policies.
There has to be a reason. And when there's nothing on the record as to why, to any of us make a decision as to why we're removing someone, there has to be a reason.
So that there's no reason, there's no fucking reason.
There's no actual reasoning, so I can't support this in terms of removing Pat on this, again, half-baked idea. Thank you.
You got a better idea? Now's the time.
One of the things that I heard from one of the people that talked, which to me seems like kind of a win-win, is, do we really need to kick Pat off in order to add Christine?
Hey, you're right.
Well, I like that idea. I'd like to make a motion that we don't remove Pat, but we do add Christine Williams.
I'll second that.
Check.
And I would like to make a motion to uphold the recommendation of item 12.1 moving forward. That's my motion.
And I'll second that.
You just thought you were so smart, didn't you?
If you can't be on the record to give why you're doing something, then you're not transparent, you're not truly honest, you're not leading with integrity, you're not being the leader that we want, that you see in us. And that comes to a point where it becomes really frustrating. But as of now, we have an individual up here who's removing someone with still no reason on the record. So if you can provide that, please provide that, but we have yet to hear that. And for any of my colleagues who have not spoken on this matter, please give your reason as to why you're supporting this. Councilor Villaputo, we haven't heard from you. Councilor Ponce, you seconded it, but we'll love to hear the reason.
So let's hear it. Come on. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Today when I came in and I heard that, there were going to be new rules in the council, and potentially there was a meeting about how to remove me with the police department. I mean, just imagine the vice mayor getting drug out by the police.
You can't arrest me. I'm the mayor.
If there's no explanation why she's being removed, which I think she's entitled to, we're entitled to if we're going to vote, and the community is entitled to, then I don't know why we would remove her.
My point is, Mayor Fugazi, From my heart, you need to step down because I see you unhealthy and working in a fog, because you are not thinking with your brain, nor would you teach students to be unethical and choose.
But I do think a member of the community gave us a really good option here, and that is, why don't we add another person to make this a stronger committee to make our community better? And so I'm in support of that option. Thank you.
Motion carries 4-3.